Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I have another homeschooling video for you guys today, and this video was kind of something I thought of when I couldn't sleep the other night, and I was thinking that we only have 4 months left in our homeschool year this year. My oldest is a junior in high school. My youngest is finishing up 5th grade. We usually finish up our homeschool year at the end of April, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, eyes crossed, everything crossed, we will go on our trip to Disney in May this year. We usually go in May every year. We didn't last year, obviously, for obvious reasons. But hopefully that will happen this year. But still, we only have 4 months left until my oldest daughter, is going to be a senior, which is crazy to me. The girls are growing up way too fast. And I was thinking, you know, as she is getting older, I'm doing less and less as far as choosing curriculum for her because she's doing more and more college classes. But I was thinking back about her freshman, sophomore, and junior year and what our favorite high school homeschool curriculum has been. And there are a couple that stood out to me. We've done quite a few things over the years, and there's a couple of programs that really have stood out that have been just stars in the homeschool curriculum world for us. There are 5 things. Some of them you may have heard me talk about, some of them you may not. But I thought it'd be helpful because there's really not a lot of homeschool high school videos on YouTube. And when I ask people like on YouTube or Instagram, like, what do you want to see about homeschooling? A lot of people say homeschool high school videos because there's just not that many. So hopefully this video will be helpful to give you an idea of what we have used and loved the most for so far out of our high school experience. So the first thing, and I've talked about this curriculum company so many times, is teaching textbooks. Teaching textbooks is the first curriculum that we purchased back when my oldest was in the middle of 4th grade. We pulled her out of public school and I needed something immediately for math. It was the first thing I purchased, and it is the curriculum we have used the longest. It is the most amazing math program, I think, because it is all done for me online. The girls, I don't have to teach them a thing for math. They watch the lectures online, they do practice problems online, they do their questions and quizzes online, and then it's graded for me. If they make mistakes, they can go back and watch like how to redo that problem. We'll go back and show them, this is how you do it again. If they completely botch the lesson, I can go back, erase the lesson from the parent dashboard, and then the next day they will rewatch the lecture and start all over. It's just such an amazing program. I've talked about it until I'm blue in the face. I've done so many dedicated videos about it, so I'm not going to go into too much detail here. But if you're looking for a solid math program that is very comprehensive, very gentle, and very, very, very affordable, it's more affordable now than it was when we first started using it, which usually it's the other way around. But since they've switched to all online and no discs, the online version is like a fraction of the cost of what it used to be. Even though I happily paid that, it's just a nice little perk that it is even cheaper now than it was when we first started using it. And if you have not tried teaching textbooks, you can get a free trial. I'll link it for you guys in the description box. A free trial. I think it's a 15 lesson free trial to really get an idea and a feel for how it works. But the second thing is the Good and the Beautiful for high school. I will specify for high school. I personally do not like the middle school, elementary school levels. I just don't like them. But the Good and the Beautiful's high school curriculum is really solid in my opinion. It's grammar, it is writing, it's geography, it's art, it's spelling, it's vocabulary. It's everything rolled into one. Now, one thing I will add to this is we did actually add essentials in writing to the Good and the Beautiful's high school language arts curriculum because I wanted to make sure my daughter was really, really strong in writing. Since I knew she was going to be taking some dual credit college classes, I wanted to make sure her writing was on point. Essentials in Writing was a perfect fit for that, and I love it as well for a writing program. But if you're looking for an all-encompassing curriculum for grammar, writing, punctuation, spelling, vocabulary, and then you throw in some geography and art, that's what you get with the Good and Beautiful's high school curriculum for language arts. So highly recommend that as well. Okay, this next one I'm a little hesitant to say because I personally do not like it, but I am not the one that's using it, so I continued to get it for my daughter every year until she didn't need it anymore, and that is Apologia For Science. She loved the format of it. To me, it is very wordy. Even though there's activities and stuff thrown in, I just think it was way, 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 way too wordy. Even the younger levels, I think, are really overwhelming. But she liked it, and she used it from all through middle school, and then a couple years of high school. Now she's like officially finished all of her high school science graduation requirements, so she doesn't have to take science anymore. But that is one that she really did like, and If you're looking for just kind of an open and go textbook, more traditional style of a science curriculum, Apology is a good one because it is a Christian-based science program, which I personally, as a Christian, think is very important. Not to say she doesn't know and realize that there are other people who have other beliefs about nature and science and creation and all that, but it is a Christian-based science curriculum, which was really important for us. So if you're looking for that, you might check into Apologia. Okay, the fourth curriculum that has been kind of a star in this year in particular is the U.S. History Detective. It is what I would call a survey history course. It is not the course that you're going to sit down and just get into the meat and bones of like all of these different times and events and people in history. It is very brief and kind of an overview of history. There is one book right now in the world history category, and there's two books for U.S. history. And she had to have U.S. history this year. We started out with BJU Press. She just wasn't feeling it this year. I needed it to be something that really would hit all the high points and get that U.S. history requirement. And the U.S. History Detective has done just that. And even though it was intended to be kind of a brief overview of U.S. history, I think she's actually learned more in this curriculum than she has in previous years where she's done more in-depth, studies of history. So what I like about it is, like I said, it is brief, and you can beef it up as much as you want. You can add unit studies, you can add chapter books, you can make it as elaborate as you want. But the structure of it itself is very succinct, and it really encourages them to read the information and then remember what they read. And there's questions based on obviously what you read, and you have to not only answer the question, but you have to tell what paragraph or what sentence you found the answer in. So they're having to like go back and look and maybe reread, and it's just been really effective for her. So I really enjoyed it. She's really enjoyed it. I think she likes, in particular, the lessons don't take that long, which is also really beneficial because she is taking some college classes which take a lot more of her time. So we needed something that was a little bit more brief. So if you guys are interested in a dedicated video about the U.S. History Detective, let me know, because I would definitely like to give you more of a look inside the book and what's covered and kind of how the lessons are set up. The last thing I want to share is, I don't even want to call it a curriculum. It is more of a resource or a website. It's Duolingo. I had purchased a foreign language software for her a few years ago, and she did use it, but she just wasn't enjoying it as much. She has learned more by using Duolingo to learn French, and now she's also teaching herself Korean because she's really interested in it and the way the lessons are set up. She really enjoys. They're all online, it's free to use, and she has learned so much. And the best part about it is she actually enjoys it. She wants to do her lessons every day, and it gives you little challenges and things that you can earn and stuff like that from doing your lessons every day. But she has consistently done French now for 3 years, and then started Korean, I think, last year, maybe 2019, I don't remember. But it's been a really great resource. So even though it's not an immersion program, and it's, she may or may not be able to go to, Korea or France and speak fluently, she's picked up a lot. She can read a lot of packaging that is in French or in Korean, and I've been really impressed about how much that she's learned just by using Duolingo. So definitely check it out. I'll link the website for you in the description box. So those are the 5 homeschool curriculum that have really been standout curriculum for us in the last 3 years. It's been really fast. This high school journey has been really, really fast, and there's definitely been some things that we tried that we did not like, that did not work, but these 5 things have really been excellent choices in these different categories. I thought I would share it with you guys. I hope it's helpful. I'll put links for everything in the description box. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a dedicated video about that U.S. History Detective. I think it's kind of what I would call a sleeper curriculum. I don't think anybody's ever really talking about it, and I would love to share it with you guys if you're interested. So let me know in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like homeschooling videos and you want to see more. Don't forget to subscribe before you head out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.